I don't know who needs to hear this, but what if you win? I mean, like, to be honest, I see a lot of people just like my past version. They were always afraid to take action. Like, they were so afraid to try new things in their life that I don't know, because that's the reason they will never win in this life. And imagine the situation if you do not try, or if nothing goes right or wrong in your life. What are you doing with your life? I mean, like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but what if you win? Like, seriously, what if you win? What's going to happen? Like, do you ever put a lot of pressure on yourself to just find out what will happen if you win? I can understand there will be some times when you do not have any circumstances where you will be any like any kind of mind where everything does not make sense to you, and it does not have to make sense to you. That is the true reality of life, that you cannot figure out the end point. You just have to keep walking. So here is the few breakdowns that I'm going to share on this video, what I have learned the lessons and actually made and built my own business just by following these four rules on how to stay so much consistent that you're going to win in your life. First lesson I have learned is that stop overthinking and overanalyzing. There are many people who have been dreaming about starting their own business, and they're always trying, but they don't know what to do. Sometimes that is problem because they do not have enough skills. Sometimes you want to try something but you don't know how to figure it out. But it is okay. All of these normal feelings, the fear of judgment, the fear of what if something goes wrong, is all normal. Humans really feel that every time. And I can tell you, even myself, I felt the same thing. Sometimes when I'm trying to be consistent with my gym, sometimes I just watch at my shoes that I will have to go for a run for 1 hour, and that is so much demanding on your mind. But still, even if I stare my shoes for 1 hour or even 2 hours, I will still get my running done at that day. Because sometimes human minds is just like that. Because when you are alone, you have no support, you have no friend circle, you have no person to be accountable to yourself. You actually put yourself into a problem. But there are solutions to everything. So, the second thing that I would like to share is that in order to overcome all of these problems and situations, you need to have a system. So, goal is I have to run every single day, no matter what happens. Either it gets early or it gets late. But when you keep on doing for a longer period of time, you realize if you finish the most important task of your day as early as possible, for the rest of your day, you are going to feel very positive. And when you feel positive and when you feel that you're winning in life, suddenly you have unlimited energy to do a lot of work. And that's how I see winning in life. So start with small wins so you can be consistent for a longer period of time. Lesson number three is to understand the power of system and routines in your life. Now, anyone who truly wants to get better at business must realize that business is kind of risky because you don't understand this one concept of business. When you see a business that is making money, you get excited by it and you want to try. And also, sometimes what happens is that you get your first client, you get certain wins, and then you realize that it is very easy and everything is going to be easy. But then there is a time where you see no results, you see no one replying to you, you see everyone is ghosting you, you see that you don't know some things. Sometimes you try to build something and you fail for a long period of time. You're not able to figure that thing at that point, but that is okay, it happens. And then you go through the phase of deep, where you truly understand, okay, now is the time to decide if I'm going to be consistent, if I'm going to learn from my mistakes, or if I'm going to sit and waste my time doing nothing. Because that's when you like just sitting alone, not able to go through this phase of deep, which is required you to understand how business works, and you start winning again, and then you are actually experienced to all that losses and you know how things work. But before that, there is a time where is all the dip in your business, where you are learning a lot of skills, you're developing your character, you're developing your pressureful how to handle pressure, like everything you're learning at this point of your life. And it's okay, mistakes are like how people grow in life, but you should not take it personally. It's okay, people make mistakes and that's how they grow. If I was small and if I was learning to walk or learning to stand up or learning to do something new, and if I fail, I was like always being competitive about it. Like, I'm going to try again, I'm going to try again until I learn that thing. That's how people actually forget that when they were child, they were not afraid of anyone else. They were just happy to try. And if we get into that mindset that it's okay to fail, you're not being like the people who laugh at you or people who are trying to judge you might have never done this. Have you ever seen like someone who's, well, because what I've learned is that someone who's truly successful than you is never going to judge you for trying. All the people who want to help you, the people who laugh might be bad, but you have to learn that, whatever happens, it's your life. And the most important thing that I would like to discuss is that discipline, sacrifice, consistency, and focused hard work are the key to achieve anything. You need when you have the routine, it all comes to, are you going to work every single day? Some days you're not going to feel very good. Some days you're going to feel very depressed. Some days you feel very motivated, and some days you might feel positive or negative. And some days it's all going to be like confusion that what am I doing with my life? But that does not stop you from doing the work, right? No matter what happens, eventually one day you're going to win. So keep trying, keep going, stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing, and just go for it. What if you actually win? I'm like, even that statement is so motivating that you're gonna try every single day until you win. That's the phase when people forget this statement, because when you are going through struggle, you actually don't have any idea. But if you keep moving slowly by slowly, day by day, eventually you're going to make it. Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.